So in the last week we talked about beam reinforcement, right? We have seen up to beam reinforcement,
Yes, sir.
and in this one we have finished single line text and multi line text, and those things we have completed, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What else we have completed? We have seen the dimension settings and how we change the dimension settings, and also the leader lines and tables also we have seen. I think we have seen the tables also, except that the Excel sheet option. Okay, I haven't shown how to bring the Excel sheet into AutoCAD. But apart from that, we have covered these portions, right?
Yes, sir.
So in the structural part, we have slab reinforcement and foundation reinforcement are still there. Uh, so we will see about the slab
So,
reinforcement today. Yeah.
will you going to take a class AutoCAD or Revit structure, sir?
Actually, Pradeep sir told he will be taking the Revit structural class. Sorry, I haven't shared a screen, right?
What's sir?
I haven't shared a screen. I will share my screen now. Okay. Pradeep sir will be taking the Revit structural class, and since you asked during the daytime,
Oh,
okay.
is it
So it's
from
not
tomorrow
possible
or what,
for
sir?
me to take class during the daytime. So he will be taking the class during the daytime, and I will be taking the AutoCAD class for you.
Okay, from tomorrow, sir?
Okay, is that okay for you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I I thought he will message you. You okay? Can you do a thing for me? You just message him about the Revit structure class. He will put a class for you. Okay.
Okay,
I
okay,
have
sir.
already told him that he also informed me that he will take classes for you during the daytime. Okay, just send him. Do you have his number?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have.
Okay, just send him a text and he will reply to you.
Okay, okay. I will message him, sir.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay,
So
sir.
I will be taking the AutoCAD, and in AutoCAD today we will see the slab reinforcement. Okay, so actually slab reinforcement is kind of quite easy. If
Sir?
you ask me the different options here, slab compared to other ones, slab reinforcement are kind of easy because we don't have to show the full reinforcement details for this slab. We just have to indicate what kind of things are available there. Okay.
Yes,
Suppose
sir.
if I'm having a slab of sizes, a slab of span, in one direction it should be something around 6,000. In another direction it should be around 8,000, something like that. What I can do is I'm just going to create a rectangle here, and in the dimension options, the length for the rectangle should be 5,000, and the width for the rectangle should be something around 7,000. So this is my slab.
Okay.
Okay, it's going to come up like this one. So this is my slab. So in this one, I have two reinforcement here. One is the actually in case of two-way slab, both are main reinforcement. In case of one-way slab only, one will be main reinforcement, another one will be distribution reinforcement. Do you know the concept of main reinforcement and distribution reinforcement?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is happening here is that in one direction, since it is a two-way slab, I will be providing main reinforcement on both the sides for me. So how
Sir,
to create those?
your sound is getting too low, sir,
Yeah,
now.
actually I'm talking very loudly now. Hello,
Hello, yes, sir.
are you able to hear now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So what is happening here is that I need two kinds of reinforcement here. One is along the direction of x. This is the shorter span is the x direction, and the longer span is the y direction. Shorter span is the x direction, and the longer span is the y direction here. So what I'm doing here is that I'm creating the line. I'm creating the line option here. Then what I'm doing is that I'm just drawing a line here. But I have to take an offset here. So offset will be of 30 mm.
Okay.
So this is going to be my offset, and I'm not going to use the offset. So, but for reference, I'm using this one. And from the center of this one, I need to find the center point. It's not showing it for me, and so I turn on the midpoint option from this point to this point.
Yes, sir.
Okay, from this point to this point. So actually, in slab, what we don't do is we don't provide stirrups at all. Okay, we don't provide stirrups at all. It's not possible to provide stirrups or shear reinforcement in slab. But there will be some kind of shear forces. That is, I mean, the shear. One second. One second. One second. Are you able to hear me? Right?
What, sir? Hello.
Hello. You are able to hear me, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I have to provide some kind of shear reinforcement here, but technically we can't provide shear reinforcement. So what we have to do is we have to provide a cranked up bar like this. So what I will do is at this point, I will show the dimension here. At this particular point, what I will do is I will turn off this one and give you a value of 45 degree here. I will give you a value of 45 degree here. 45 degree. Mark once again here. And it will come here like this. So this is called as my transverse reinforcement. So what is happening here is that at this point I'm bending this portion to go like this one, and I don't want to go up to this one. So I'm just trimming this particular portion. So the same way, what I have to do is I have to provide in the opposite direction also. The same way, what I have to do is I have to provide in the opposite direction also. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this portion. I'm going to select this portion
Yes, sir.
and see if I'm able to mirror this one. So it's not possible to mirror this one. What I have to do is I have to rotate this portion. Then only it will mirror. Selecting this one and rotating this one and putting the center point here, and make sure I click on the copy option. So I have to use the copy option so that it will and there should be some kind of gap between these two things. Control Z. Once again, I want to rotate this one. Selecting anything here. Make sure to I want to create into a single element. So for that, what I'm doing is after selecting these things, I'm selecting my modify options. There's an option called as join option. There's an option called as join option. Or else what I can do is I can just click the join option here. Okay. Enter it so that it will appear as a single element for me. It will appear as a single element for me.
Okay.
And then I'm going to rotate this one. Stop this point. I don't want to start from here. So what I'm doing here is that I'm shift right clicking on and giving some kind of offset. The distance between the two bars should be something around 40 mm. 40. What is I should have created a new one. Rotate option. From this point, I want to rotate it. So copy.
Hello.
Yeah, are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me?
It's too low, sir. I can't able to understand. Hello.
How
Hello.
about now? Is it? Are you able to hear now?
Yes, sir. Now it's okay.
Okay. After creating this portion, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one,
Okay.
the move option. I'm going to move this one. Okay, I think I have created two copies here. So after moving this, what I have to do is I have to separate, give some gap here. So
Hmm.
again, I'm moving this one from this point to a particular distance of it. The same way, I have to provide a reinforcement in this direction also. I have to provide a reinforcement in this direction also. So I'm starting the center point here. I want to find the midpoint here from this point. And after starting this point, what I'm going to do is use some values here. Tap, modify, tap. Then again, I'm searching this one and copying it.
Hmm.
Same way, what I do is I have to rotate this one. I'm selecting these portions and joining them. Then use the rotate options here. I want to be mid between these 2 points. It's going to come like this. And after rotating it, again I'm moving from this point to this point. This is the main reinforcement for the slab. After doing that, I don't want this one. I'm just keeping this for a later stage. So what I have to, how to mark this particular portion is that I will be marking something like this. Okay, some values there. I shouldn't mark something like this. And for changing the size, I have to go to my dimension style settings, D, enter. In the monitor option, I'm changing the size of the text to something around 15. Also, so, 30.
Again, it's getting too low, sir.
Getting clear now.
What, sir?
Okay, I will do one thing, Raman. I will just finish with the slab reinforcement alone. I will just see what is the problem and look after that problem, and we'll start class from tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So I will just try to finish the slab reinforcement alone today. Okay.
Okay, 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 sir.
So I have to mark this one, and I have to give the separate values. Like the values will be coming like something like LX divided by 5. So it's in the y direction, so it has to come like Ly divided by
Otherwise,
5, something like this. It will be coming forward. So I have to mention the markings like this one. So in
okay.
this, these are the basic reinforcement in every slab we used to provide. Apart from that, in case if you are designing for the torsional reinforcement, and one more type of reinforcement will be provided along the direction of edge, that is called as edge reinforcement. That reinforcement is called as edge reinforcement. I will be providing up to a certain distance here.
Okay.
What we have to do is that we have to just create some offset here. We have to create some offset here. We don't have to create everything. You don't have to provide all the reinforcement, just the first one and the last one is enough for you.
Hmm. Yes, sir.
So this is called as edge reinforcement. Yeah, some people used to, in some drawing, they used to provide a full reinforcement, and some they don't provide a full reinforcement. Okay, it has to come in this direction, and also in this direction, and also in this direction, also in this direction for a particular distance. This is called as edge reinforcement. Apart from the top of the slab, at the top of the slab, there will be torsion. So at that place, what I have to do is I have to provide a torsional reinforcement here. I have to provide a torsional reinforcement here. So torsional reinforcement will be provided the same way like uh, edge reinforcement. The only difference is that size of the torsional reinforcement will be very small only. They will be provided in 6 or 6 only. Okay, but they
Okay.
will be provided in multiple layers. Okay, they will be provided in multiple layers. Again, it will be provided in the corners. This reinforcement is provided only if they have mentioned that it is designed for the torsional resistance. Torsional outside. And I have
So,
provided like this, and also it has to be
so,
provided like this. Mesh- Yeah, yeah. Are you able to understand here?
yes, sir, yes, sir.
So this is called as mesh reinforcement. This is called an edge reinforcement. This is the main reinforcement. In every drawing, we used to provide these kinds of reinforcement. So these are the things we have to provide in a slab. Okay. Since I have already talked about the annotation process, I'm not going to touch that again. In tomorrow's class, I will make sure there won't be any problem with my side. And tomorrow class, we will see the foundation, and then we will move on to the blocks and those options. Okay?
And so, in the slab, so you have to draw the section view also, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will, along with the foundation, I will teach the section also. We have to draw the section also. Section diagram also we have to provide.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Tomorrow, yeah,
From tomorrow, we'll continue the class regularly. Then,
yeah. Uh, we will be having regular classes, and we will start a class from 6:30 itself. Is that
okay.
okay for you?
Okay, 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 sir.
Okay, man. We will see you tomorrow.
Okay, okay. Thank you, sir.